1988 Ford Fiesta L, so that's the 1.1 litre, as you can see in this lovely metallic green. We do have a little bit of a blend line coming down this wing here. It's worth pointing out, you'll notice there's a little bit of a colour discrepancy on the front end. The front end's been painted recently by the looks of things. It is the same on this side. If we go around the rest of the car, you will notice all the right shade of green. It's just on that front end, but it is worth pointing it out. We'll start by having a good look at the bodywork. If we start on this driver's front wing, you'll notice there's a tiny little dent just there, very, very small. Arch itself, nice and sharp all the way around. We do have a little scratch on top there, but that does actually, in fact, that's dirt on top of the paint. Ignore that. We're on the original spec, steel wheels with the hubcaps. Loads of meat left in the tyres. Bottom of the wing along here, where normally you'd find a bit of rust, is all nice and clean, as is all the way along the bottom itself there. Driver's door, we've got a little parking scratch just there. And a couple of little light scratches around the handle. With good polish, looks like they would take them out, to be fair. All stamped up on the glass. Glass itself is nice and clear. Down the A-pillar, got a little stone chip down the bottom there. Another one there, but the actual seam itself is clean and rust-free. On the top of the windscreen, all nice and neat. There's no sign of any stone chips or anything on that. Roof itself is smooth, no ripples or dents, with the exception of this little dent just here. Looks like something's been dropped off on it in the garage or something like that. Continuing down this side, got a little stone chip just there, but the arch itself, nice and sharp all the way around. Another good wheel and hubcap. Coming around on the back, rear lamps are still stamped up with the correct reg. Both nice and bright and clear. A couple of little rusty spots on the bumper and another bit just below there. The rear valance itself looks to be all nice and neat, as does the tailgate. On the bottom around the seals, they're all good. There's no rust coming through there or anything like that. And again, nice stamped up glass. Coming around on the passenger side, again, if we look down this side, it is nice and straight all the way up. It's not full of filler or ripples or anything like that. Nice and sharp on the rear arch, with a little bleb just coming through on there. Rest of that rear quarter is tidy, with the exception of got a little bit of a scratch just there. Can have another look at the roof from this angle as well. Glass on this side is all nice and clear, and like I say, stamped up. Look along the bottom of the doors there. Couple of little scratches on the door, and then onto the front wing. Again, nice and sharp in the arch. This section here and this section here, where you normally find the rust, that's all good. And then coming around on the front, like I say, we've got that colour discrepancy there on the wing. The scuttle itself, where it meets the screen, is all nice and clear. Got one little chip just there. And then round on the bonnet, stone chip wise, pretty good. Little scuff just on the bumper there. If we're being really picky, what appears to be the original plate does have a crack in it. Lower half that front valance is all nice and tidy. Headlights and indicators on both sides are clear. Moving on to the interior. Door card. Could do with a little bit of a cleaning on the top there, but generally very good. Door shuts are all nice and neat. Carpet set looks to be good. Even the heel pad is nice and neat, it's not worn through. Seats, no real signs of any wear at all on those. Mileage wise, we're on 42,000 miles. If you check the description, we'll detail what we've got in the way of service history, things like that. No real wear on the steering wheel. And amazingly, no cracks across the top of the dash or on the binnacle at all. Backs of the seats are good, they haven't been kicked or abused. The rear bench doesn't look like it's been used hardly at all. Headlining's lovely and neat. Interior is very good. Going into the boot. Parcel shelf hasn't been cut for any speakers or anything like that. Boot floor looks like it's been wax out, but there's no sign of any moisture or any corrosion coming through there. And you've got your correct boot floor panels there. There's a few spares which have been accumulated, and some of that paint, not that I would suggest using it with that colour discrepancy. And if we're being picky, the rams on the boot lid are a little bit soft. Round up the passenger side, nice and tidy on the door card. No marks to note on the door shuts. Again, the seat on this side just as good, really good on the bolsters, nice and firm. This side of the dash, nice and neat. No real wear on the center console. We do have a Sony aftermarket stereo in there. And then into the bonnet. Bit dusty, but around the strut tops and everything, all nice and solid. As you can see, that Bulkhead is good as well. And then normally on these things you want to check along this panel here where the hinges are, but as you can see, that's all good. Driver's side, same story. All the plaques and everything nice and visible. Charlie's going to fire it up for us. A little bit of choke there. Yeah, he's ruined it. He's normally doing the video, you see, that's the problem. Yeah, he didn't give it a choke. A little bit of a belt squeak, but like I say, stone cold. So there you have it, 1988 Ford Fiesta 1.1L. Any more questions, please get in touch. Thank you.